Hey guys, welcome to Man Time, welcome to the homestead, and welcome to the blacksmith shop. It's coming up on Thanksgiving, a time to be thankful for friends, family, and all the things that we have. And I thought I would make some Christmas gifts for some of the family that I'm thankful for. So I've got the forge ready to be lit here. I've got some coal. I've got the anvil set up. I've got my mandrel, and today's episode is going to be making key rings out of old skeleton keys. So I've got some stuff set up here. I'll bring you in and show you kind of what I'm thinking about doing. Seems like a fun project, and making a skeleton key into a ring, I think people would like that, and so that's what we're going to do today. Welcome to Man Time. Alright, so here we are at the anvil, and here are some of the keys that I'm going to be making into rings. There's just a whole bunch of little skeleton keys here, and I've got these kind of hunting throughout the year at thrift stores and antique stores, and maybe even found some on eBay. But yeah, I got a bunch of them here. I got this really nice torpedo looking brass one, and I'm just going to start out and maybe do kind of one of the thinner ones that doesn't have a whole lot of character to it, and get some practice. I've got this Hardy tool here that I'm going to try to bend it around and just kind of see what it looks like and get an idea of how I'm gonna do this. I got a smaller 2-pound hammer, cross peen, and that should let me do a variety of things and not have too hard of a hammer blow. I've also got a ball peen here, and I've got this little anvil that also acts as oh, what do you call that? With the little roundies and the oh well, I don't know. I'm an engineer. I'm not good at English. Swedge block. Swedge block. So this is the swedge block. So I've got this so I can kind of start that being round in that little swedge hole there, and yeah, let's get the forge lit and jump into it. Okay, so here we are at the forge, and I've still got a bunch of coal in there from the last time that I was forging, and I've moved that all to the outside. And what I'll do is I'll pretend like I'm making a little campfire here in the middle. Got some kindling and some sticks and twigs, and I'll just start that right over the blower vent. And first off, I want to clean out any of the coal that is sunk down to the bottom there. So I've got that cleaned out. Make sure my blower's working. Okay, looks like we're ready to go. Let's get some fuel in the fire here. But the idea is just to get a little kind of campfire going here in the forge, and then start working some of that coal on top of that, so the coal lights, and then I've got some additional coal. What you want to do is put the new coal around the outside so the impurities can kind of start burning out of it, and then you'll get a nice hot coal forge. So let's get it lit up here. This is just about exactly what we want our coal forge to look like, it's got a nice hot, red hot bed right in the middle there, right over the blower vent. So we'll add some more coal kind of around the outside to get the impurities cooking out of that while we've got that pretty well set and ready there. A good Christmas gift for a blacksmith is, in fact, coal. We do like coal. Alright, so it looks like we are about ready to get our first key in here. Let's see what we can do with it. Nice thing about a coal fire like that, you can really modulate the heat to kind of let it come up slowly. You can see there it's already red hot, but it's not red hot in the center there, so we'll give it a little bit more time to kind of cook in to the steel there. Alright, so here's our first key, and like I said, I just want to start by getting some rounding going in there. Just very first start of it. We'll get it back in the fire. Heats up nice and quick in that coal forge. Okay, there we're getting the first part of our shape. Something like this is going to be real easy to overheat it, which we don't want to do. So just nice quick heats, and I really like to be able to grab that. How am I going to grab that? Okay, how do I get this thing around here? A little bit more bend in it here. Alright, well, it's starting to look like something there. Yeah, let's get it back in the fire. Okay, so here we are in our blacksmith vise and the sizing mandrel. And so you can see here the ring is coming down to what looks to be about a 5.5. So I'm going to heat this back up and then put it on here and kind of get it sized down where I want it. go. Give it a little squeeze. And let's tap it down here a little bit. Alright, we'll check our size. Here's our first ring, and it's quenched, and let's just see here whereabouts this would fit. There's a good fit there. Now, how would somebody wear this is the question. Maybe like that. It's got some hard edges on there. I probably want to go ahead and take those off of there, but that doesn't look too bad. Yeah. And a guy could probably get away with wearing something like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's heat it up and then take off some of those hard edges and give it a wax. One other thing we want to do is take our little chainsaw round file, go around the inside and just get off any of the burrs or things that might cause your finger any uncomfortable feelings. You want this thing to be really nice to wear. Again, you're giving this as a gift. If you're like me and want to make a really nice handmade gift for somebody. So we'll get all those little burrs out of there and make nice soft edges. And one thing, I took this over to the wire wheel and I went around just on these teeth from that key and gave those a nice wire brush. So feel around on the inside of here, see where there's any rough edges, and then take them down. Perfect. Okay, well, there's our first skeleton key ring, and it's got the paste wax on it. It's cooling down a little bit, or it's cooled enough to where it can be worn, or nearly. Still pretty hot. Okay, but let's go and see what the boss thinks about that one. I got the okay from the boss. That looks like it's going to work. Yeah, it can either be worn kind of that way, and she was even saying it was kind of cool like that too. You know, where you can kind of have it on the side like that or something. Anyways, this next one, so that was a test, and that's still going to be a good ring there. This next one, what I want to try to do is elongate it a little bit and see what length is going to be right to have this overlapping that, so it kind of comes together there. So that's what we're going to try here on the next key. Let's get after it. Nice thing about that coal forge, you can modulate the heat really well by just not, well, I'm getting a little twisted here. There we go. Okay. Alright, I'm getting pretty close here. I may have elongated that enough. I'm going to go a little bit further with it. Alright, I'm starting to get some sharp edges there, so I'm just going to touch that up with a round file. Got a kink there. Got to unkink it. Let's heat it back up. Getting closer. Alright, it's still really big, and now I'm just going to try to kind of squeeze it together here. Get a little bit closer to where I want it. There we go. Look at that. Almost looks like it fit right on there. Alright, just a slight amount of touch up here. I've got a little bit of a spot where it's out of round. So we'll just grab it with the little ones here. And try to make it a little bit more round. Put it on the sizer and get it sized up. Okay, there we go. I got this one sized at about an 8. That one should be pretty universal there. Alright, I'm going to take it over to the bench grinder, grind off some of that scale, and then take the file to it and then wax it. And we should have another one in the books. Look at that right there. Wouldn't want to have that on their finger, huh? Wouldn't your special someone like to have a ring like that on their finger that was homemade, made by you, blacksmithed? Very cool. So that's just polished up a little bit with a wire wheel. I'm going to take the round file now, and there it is. Take the round file, go along the inside of it, getting off any more of those sharp edges, and then we'll heat it back up in the forge a little bit, and then dip it in the wax, and that'll be good to go. Yeah, but something like this will really make somebody's Christmas light right up, right? Because that's a one-of-a-kind gift. Nobody else is getting a gift like that on Christmas. Isn't that cool? Beautiful. Got it nice and heated up in the forge, and then we'll just go straight into the wax with it. And just let it suck up all that wax into the pores of it. And yeah, that is going to be good to go. Look at there. What a Christmas gift hero you're going to be by blacksmithing rings for all of your loved ones. Awesome. Alright, on to the next one. There we go. Alright, let's quench it. Oh, that's cool. And now we'll just take our round file, clean up these inside edges. Again, this is going to be a very tactile piece. You know, people are going to want to see it, touch it, and the finish is important. All right, got it out of the forge here. We'll go ahead and I lost it. I'm gonna ring down. There she goes. Alright. Another one down. Look at how nice that is. Got that blackened finish, and that is gonna, as you wear it and rub it and touch it and stuff, it's gonna, that shine is gonna come through there that we just saw off of the wire wheel. But man, is that nice. One more coming out for the quench here. There we go. The wax quench. Can't beat that. Alright, so we just got some ring sizes in, so now I'm able to size these a little bit better. But that one turned out really nice. I like how it's got the key over here and then the eye over here, and they're separate, and they're kind of lined up. It almost looks like maybe a chess piece or a king's hat, and I don't know. Alright gang, well that's going to do it for today on Man Time. I went ahead and forged some skeleton key rings, and I hope this was helpful in some of you guys making some presents and some gifts for your loved ones. I just am super thrilled with these things. And I got about 4.5 minus the brass one, but that's how the cookie crumbles, right? Thanks for joining me. Get out there and have you some Man Time too.